You're watching the Central Post. This is Samiksha Ajay. On September 26, 2025, Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif took the UNGA stage, unleashing a 20-minute tirade of fiction aiming at India. I meant to give a 20-minute speech, which was a masterclass in delusion. Bold claims, desperate pleas, and outright lies. Because when you face India, you better bring more than just hot air. Because India's response at the UNGA and beyond wasn't just a rebuttal, it was demolishing. Tonight, we rip apart Sharif's charade and showcase how India's replies lit up the global stage. First off, Sharif's opening salvo, a fantasy claiming India was humiliated by Pakistan in Operation Sindoor. Operation Sindoor, our righteous answer to the Pahalgam terror attack that killed 26 innocents, orchestrated by Pakistan's terror proxies. We turned 7 Indian jets to scrap, he crowed, claiming a grand victory. 7 jets? Oh, then please show us the evidences. And please, Mr. Prime Minister, don't say that it's all over social media like you did before. Because the authenticity is checked globally. Instead, you better check satellite images. India's Rafales and BrahMos missiles smashed 13 Pakistani air bases, Volari to Sargotha, raised 9 terror camps and wiped out over 100 militants, including heavyweights like Yusuf Azhar. Global voices from John Spencer to Brahma Shalani hailed our strikes as precision perfection. So Pakistan's win is just a sandcastle of lies, washed away by India's documented firepower, nothing else. As Sharif's UNGA speech was more than just bold claims, it was also desperate pleas, begging for dialogue with India, tossing in Kashmir and a dusty UN plebiscite demand, begging after backing terror. That's a surrender note, not diplomacy. Kashmir is India's soul, non-negotiable, settled only through bilateral talks when Pakistan's terror factories shut down. Sharif's plea was dipped about by India's resolve. He also leaned hard on his allies, China, Turkey, Azerbaijan, Iran, UAE, Saudi Arabia, thanking them for invaluable support with weapons and cash to survive India's onslaught. He even threw a Nobel Prize note at US President Donald Trump for mediating the ceasefire between India and Pakistan. Noble, more like a plea from relevance from a country propped up by foreign lifelines. India, meanwhile, stands tall, self-reliant, unbowed, a force that needs no crutches. But you know what was Sharif's ugliest jab? He smeared Hindus, accusing India of spreading Hindutva-driven hate worldwide. Our faith, who says that whole world is one family, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, home to over 200 million Muslims and many other minorities, is a global threat. Who says this? A nation who crushes down its own minorities, hides Osama bin Laden, shelters terrorism. It's not accusation, it's Pakistan's guilt dressed up as outrage, a cheap shot that collapses under India's pluralist truth. As India owned the UNG, ANI's reporter cornered Sharif. India's defeating you. Stop cross-border terror. His mumbled reply crumbled. Viral X moment. It was not just journalism. It was India's voice. Bold, clear, fearless. At the UN, India's first Secretary Petal Gehlot fired back under right of reply. Absurd lies. She called Sharif's speech shredding Pakistan's terror record from Bin Laden to Resistance Front. Those downed jets? She said, if one hangers our victory, Pakistan is free to celebrate. And Kashmir, it's India's soul. Only bilateral talks will be made about this issue. Only if Pakistan shut down its terror camps. Otherwise, face India's wrath. Her words, backed by India's commanding UNGA presence, echoed our global stature. Unshakable, undeniable. Pakistan PM Shehbaz Sharif's charade at UNGA was all bluster, no backbone. But India's truth, it was a beacon that burned brighter. From New Delhi to New York, India's resolves always outshine Pakistan's lies. Every single time. I repeat, every single time. Keep watching the Central Post for more. Jai Hind.